Hey guys, so today we're taking a look at the updated ST21 deck profile. This did go undefeated at our locals, taking home another winner card. We've been testing it out going X1, but finally getting that undefeated. This is also the JohkuDMD Montreal Special, so give me 1 second here. Let's change it up.
I did it. I finally went undefeated with a deck that I poured my heart and soul into.
There you go, Kaizenku card mats. We got to hang out with JohkuDMD and then actually see him win the event, taking home that beautiful Nami. He does a lot of cool stuff such as this mat, so make sure you check him out. He also does a lot of beautiful proxy cards and a lot of custom cards. Some of the best cards I've seen, and actually started collecting this a long time ago. Make sure you check out the God Pack and also the different custom cards that he's done. We also have other videos in the future coming soon with the God Binder, which we'll be doing a bunch of giveaways also. But we'll go over this deck profile. We'll take a look at the winner card at the end, and also if you guys haven't seen JohkuDMD's videos, he's all about the strip 'em. So I do have all the packs that I received from the side events from the Montreal Regionals with the regional packs and stuff, so we'll crack through that in the end also, just so you know we have a strip 'em video here. But we will be taking a look at this, so let's go through there. If you know that, you know that, and if not, then you don't. But a little inside joke for the boys there. But we'll take a look at this deck profile. You'll definitely be needing that leader card, which is going to be this one here, which I generally have both alt arts and the main alt here. I was lucky enough to get that from my buddy who ended up ripping 2 of them. Got super lucky, so we end up taking that. This leader attaching 1 Dawn active main once per turn, give up to 2 rested Dawn to one of your characters there. So a great synergizing card that will go. The last deck profile that we had was super fun, but it was more super aggro. Did great, but this one's going to be a more competitive profile that's going to be able to even use into EBO2, and we have some updates that we talked to JohkuDMD himself to see if we can update. But you'll start off with any deck with some Dawn. We have our Bob Lucci Square Pants Dawn sleeves here, which I gave a bunch away at Montreal, but we'll give more away in Toronto, and then it will be on the merch store also. But because this is a JohkuDMD Montreal Special, let's go ahead and swap these out. These are some Dawn cards that he made. The Nico here is super cool. It's like gold Dawn. Check out Kaizenku cards if you're looking for some Dawns, or if you're in Toronto, I believe he's going to be there also, and then he'll have a lot of cool custom cards and other stuff available there too. But he also has some nice holographic shiny sleeves such as these ones here. So if you do want to check these out or get these, make sure you check out the website. I'll link it in the description. But let's go ahead and start with the deck profile. Remember, in the end, we'll go through the opening hands, the different paths that you may want to take, and also see what other how to navigate into the different metas in EBO2 and also in different metas now. The weaker stuff, the weaker matchups in this now is actually not really part of the meta, so it's even stronger into the current meta than it was when the before EBO2, when this was created for Montreal. But we do have updates for EBO2 also, and if you have any sauce or anything in the comments, then definitely let us know in the comments, and we can test it out and try stuff out. But first we will start with a classic for any red deck, which will be a 1 cost 1000 counter 2k attacker Nami. This switches top 5 for a straw hat except for Nami. A staple in all decks. We'll start with 4 of those. Find your pieces that you'll need to kind of build what you need to really punish and just build your own deck essentially. The next one up is a 1k counter, 1 cost 1000 power, a super strong card from ST1, the first starter deck. You'll be able to play this once per turn. You'll be able to move one rested Dawn to character or leader, which synergizes well with the leader, where you can move a rested, play her, move a rested to leader, and then leader can move two rested to a character, and so on and so forth. But we do run 3 of those. When you activate main, you don't even need to rest her, so she can be more difficult to get rid of in certain matchups and get a lot of value. The next one up, great for opener or just another 2k counter. Makino, 2k counter, 1 cost 0 attacker. You can play her for 1 Dawn, rest her, and then give one of your 1 cost characters an extra 3000 power. So if you pair this into the Searcher Nami, that's essentially allowing you to move some rested Dawn, swing her for like 6, or just even swing her for 5, or if you don't really have a big opening hand, you can just kind of leave her for a 2k counter. So another strong card, definitely used early on for early aggression, but a lot of time just for the 2k counter. The next one up is a 1 cost 1000 counter, 2000 attacker. It KOs one of your opponent's 1000 power or less. Great into like the Lucci matchup where you can just pop Rebecca. Adding different combinations into this will allow you to pop some of the bigger opponents also, such as adding it to maybe like a Gum Mo pistol, which will be in here also. But we do run a 2 of that. This will probably be increased into EBO2 to kind of counter out the Lucci matchup more, just because he is a lot stronger and more prominent in the EBO2 meta. The next one up here is another 2k counter, 2 cost 3000 attacker Sanji. This one you're able to play and then create one of your characters as a straw hat to make it unblockable as long as they have 6k. So that means you can also attach Dawn to some of your characters to boost it up, and then giving that character unblockable, which is great into many matchup. And a lot of times people don't see it coming because 6000 power, so on and so forth. And then also it's just a good 2k counter in general. The next one up is going to be this Monet. It's a 2 cost 1000 counter, 3000 attacker. Active main, you're able to give up to 2 rested Dawn. You rest this character, give 2 rested Dawn to another character. You can be leader, and then also giving one opponent minus 1000. So great into a combination with Robin to maybe pop one of the low end blockers, or just kind of reduce the attack power of one of your bigger opponent's characters, and then kind of swing it into them, and then just cause them to draw more counter or just make it easier to kill them. The next one is a staple of ST21. It's a 4 cost 1000 counter, 5000 attacker. Attaching 2 Dawn gains a rush, and on KO you're able to play a 6000 power or less character other than Zoro from hand. A lot of times you'll play this, attach the Dawn to leader, move the 2 rested Dawn to him, you swing him, your opponent will either swing into him. If it's like an easy counter, you probably just give a 1k counter, especially if they have more board swings. Once they do swing him again, you probably want to let it go and then just play maybe a blocker or anything that's 6k and under, and then just get a free spam out. There's going to be a lot of cards that's very synergizing. This is super strong. A lot of deck profiles using red is using that Zoro for sure. The next one up is going to be our 2020 Chopper card here. It's a 4 cost 2000 counter, 4000 attacker. On your opponent's turn, it is adds 2000, so it is a 6k, which will once again synergize with a couple triggers and whatnot in this as an event. So you do it's a very strong card, and also it's a 2k counter, so definitely needed. 2020 Chopper there, looking like Sanji there. The next one up is going to be your Kid Killer. This is going to be if your opponent has 2 or less life, will allow you to then gain 2 extra 1,000 power, so it'll be gaining rush and also swings for 7. Attaching Dawn to your leader, moving 2 rested, he swings for 9. So super strong card. Generally, if you're playing with the Kid Killer, you will be using it more obviously when they're under 2 life or 2 life and under, and then also trying to end the game out, so it can be very hard to deal with. This one in EBO2 will most likely get swapped out for some other tech. We will have an update on that too, but I just want to go over with the original deck profile that was seen in Montreal that Johku was sharing with us. I'll link the original video and profile there also, just so you guys can get a better sense of the deck. Like I said, I did navigate this deck for a few weeks, getting a lot of X1s and finally getting undefeated. But yeah, great fun. Super unexpected for anyone who hasn't really played ST21. It can you definitely have to think differently when you're playing against this because it's so aggressive. The next one up is a new ST21 ST21 card. Super strong again. One of the strongest cards in this deck is going to be this 5-cost Luffy, no counter, 6,000 swinger. He gains rush and then 1 attacking. You can move 1 rested Dawn. Once again, a lot of times you will move this onto leader itself and then be able to move 2 active Dawn onto him or another character. A lot of times what you can do if you do have like a 6 Dawn or 7 Dawn extra Dawn, you would essentially attach a Dawn to leader, run this, move 2 rested onto him, swing. You then you can move this to leader to make 7, or you can also swing this and add the extra rested Dawn to himself to add that like a 7k or make him into a 9k swing. So once again, super strong card. You can also pair it into that Zoro card, which is pretty crazy. Zoro KOs, plays as Luffy. Next turn, you're gaining that extra value by just not getting that, spending the 5 costs, and you're going to move that rested onto leader or another character or on itself. Another staple to this card, this deck profile, is going to be this Monkey D Luffy, 5 cost, 6,000 power, no counter, gains rush, but if you attach 2 Dawn to it when attacking, it gets unblockable. So it's an 8k unblockable, or attach more Dawn to it. Just attach one Dawn to leader and then move 2 more, and then he gets unblockable. So another great card. We do run a 3 of that there. So the next one up is going to be a 4 of. It's going to be this 6 cost Sanji, 1,000 counter, 6,000 attacker. On play, if your opponent has a 5k or more power, this guy gains rush. This also means if your opponent has like a trigger and ends up and you're attacking them and they have a trigger and they kill your Zoro, this can actually get played out and gains rush also, because and then you get another attacker off the rip. So that's actually super cool. But I think a lot of times, because of the high Dawn cost on this, you use it more of a counter. But if you're in pinch, this is a pretty cool tech also. The next one up is another super powerful card. This is gonna be your Monkey D Dragon here. 8 cost, 9,000 power, no counter, but it does gain rush and then moves to Rested Dawn. On curve, a lot of time you will be playing this, moving 2 Rested Dawn to your leader. Your leader will then move 2 Rested Dawn to another character or just into Dragon, so you can kind of get that big hit out, get that 11k swing out, or be able to just swing 7 off of your leader and then kind of hold it. Either go for game by attaching the Rested Dawn here, or perhaps like another card and then kind of add like a boost or something to it. But a 3 of Dragon most likely will get increased into EBO2 too. The next one that we are looking at is finally at our event. It's going to be our Bad Banner Kick course here. 0 cost events. You're going to be able to gain 3,000 attack or defense and then off of trigger you're able to then minus out 3,000 for like perhaps like a big swinger that they're about to have, or even the leader. So a great trigger, super powerful, super clutch, kind of saved my ass a few times in different matches. The next one is going to be our final cards in here, which is going to be our Gum Mo pistol, another brand new card from the starter deck. Super powerful ST21 starter deck. Gum Mo pistol, definitely needed in the current EBO meta, but a lot of the matchups during the OP 10 meta was needed also. Popping minusing out your kid, popping the Rosinante, great card, super effective trigger also, which is why you generally want to run this trigger, this blocker here, because he's stated 4k, but on your opponent's turn, especially when they're attacking you out, he becomes a 6k. So then this trigger actually does work. You just minus out 5,000 to one of their attackers, and then you can pop a 2k. Great card for sure. A lot of times you can kill one of their big bodies. But that is the deck profile here. Opening hands that you generally will want to see is going to be your Searcher Nami. You're going to be wanting to see this. It's not important if you do or you don't. If you see any combination of that one, is generally a great opening hand. You generally will want to see a Zoro or this Luffy also. If you see any of this combination, like three of the 5 cards, or anything like this, you generally want to keep into matchups such as the new green purple Luffy or other stuff like that. Finding this Gum Mo pistol is definitely needed. Being able to clear out that Sanji pudding is very important. Going into Green Kid, you're gonna want to find these also. A lot of the different matchup, such as Lucci, which we have a bunch of Luccis in our locals, and then we are going to be seeing a lot more Luccis in the current meta for EPO 2 and probably OPL 11 also. You're gonna want to really go to face, go to aggro. The only thing that you're really gonna clear board on is gonna be like the Kuzan, because the minus cost is gonna really affect clearing out your board. So a lot of times you just go for face and just kind of hit hard. Other decks that this is really good into is like Blackbeard. You're probably not going to see too many of those. Usopp is very powerful also. Just be able to go face and then don't really kind of rush people down, getting those unblockables and whatnot. Find those dragons on curve. Things that this deck really had issues with was going to be your Zoro. It just ramped way too it just kind of spam board too quickly and highlight removal, but we aren't seeing too much Zoro at this point, especially in EBO 2. Other matchups that are generally pretty tough or can be tough would be probably like yellow decks. We have been seeing more Katakuris and the Nels. It's a difficult matchup for sure. You just kind of have to keep running face and just spam wide and just try to finish them off. You can't really stall because the Nell gets pretty big pretty quickly. You just kind of want to go face and not give them the free heal, just kind of get them to 2, and then once you have a wide enough board, kind of go for game. Hopefully find some little dragons, so it's so difficult for them to move out. Some of the matchups you may not want to swing your bigger body, so they can't like clear your board easily until you get a little wider, so you can able to finish it off. What other matchups are there? Dofi wasn't too bad either. They can definitely clear your stuff out pretty quickly, but with like Gum Mo pistol, it's very diverse and really helps you out. The Monet definitely for the Lucci, clearing that out also. But other matchups, you guys will have to let me know. I've been writing this for a few weeks now. Like I said, I got to hang out with JohkuDMD, and he kind of helped me navigate through this and kind of learn it. I'm generally not a red player, so this was definitely a bit different for me. There are more updates for EBO 2, which I will be changing out the deck. I have been talking to Johku to see what's he's kind of swapping out and whatnot, and doing more playtesting, but that is the deck profile. We will rip through the winner card to see if we get a different one. And then I do have some pack rips, also some regional promotional packs from Montreal, and also some packs from whatnot there. But it looks like we got that wiper. I think this is our second one, so we do have 2 of those there. I think I do recall saying, yeah, you know, Gogo will probably want that for sure. Once again, check out some cool custom cards, Kazuku cards. Super cool guy. Super fun. Montreal was amazing. Joe Beef, check it out too. Joe Beef was pretty cool. But here are the promos for the Montreal regionals. Let's go rip through them first, and then these were the promotional packs that I received from Montreal, and also from packs that I did from the side events there. But we'll start off with the event pack 6 here. Looks like this will probably have 2 cards in it, or 1 card even. Looks like we pulled a Shanks, 6 cost Shanks. Attach 1 Dawn. When attacking, you may trash one of your cards in hand and give your opponents -6. One of that's going to be any good in any of the decks. There is a 1k counter, 6 cost, 7,000 power. And then we have some regional offline packs here also. Let's go ahead and rip through those and see what we get there. Oh, a little stuck there. It looks like we got Nico Olivia here, Robin's mom. Looks like another yellow staple. Looks pretty cool, except she might be burnt alive due to the Buster call, which is not the greatest. But on play, up to 1 Nico Robin leader gains 3,000 power this turn, and then trigger if this leader is Nico Robin, draw 3 cards and trash 2, but 1 cost, 0 cost there. So actually pretty beautiful artwork. The Shanks is pretty beautiful also. And then the last regional packs that we received from Montreal is this Urouge. Great in, I don't actually think it's used in Bonnie anymore, or perhaps in the future. 1,000 counter, 4 cost, 5,000 power. It is a blocker, and end of your turn set up to one of your Dawn cards as active. But those were from the regional promotions there. And then I do have a bunch of packs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not quite half a booster box, but let's go ahead and rip through this also. Everyone there was obviously ripping through their packs right away, but because I knew you guys would want to see some of the regional stuff, I saved it for the video here. Sorry, I just knocked you guys. Well, I guess we just go right to the end, right? I haven't opened OP9 stuff in a bit, so those are, we did technically take a hit, as it is an SR. A single booster box is 7 hits unless you're looking at EBO2, which kind of bad right now, but it's okay. Let's see, we got a leader Dawn pack with a Doc Q. Doc Q staple and Blackbeard. I don't know how much is being played right now. I think it's still part of the meta pretty good, but green purple Luffy has definitely taken over. I think we got an alt art here maybe because it's kind of stuck. We did get a Prona, so we did hit a alt art Prona and then a single SR. Let me put them aside so that we can actually see the hits. I guess I'm technically sorting the cards out right now also. Let's see if I should have kept these packs sealed, or if we're gonna get more hits than just that Prona, because I don't think she's using too much stuff right now. But yeah, that's weird that anything that's like a hit, it's kind of stuck in, right? But we did get that Burgess and then a Mr. 3. But yeah, it seems to have cards stuck together in the end when it is a hit. But we did get another Prona card with a Sabo there, not an SR, just some rares. But we'll keep ripping and hopefully we find something nice. It looks like we did pick up a Beckman here, which is another SR. So technically, if we're doing 3 to 4 SRs plus an alt arts, or 2 alt arts, we'll be doing better than a booster box. But right now we are getting pretty cooked. We did get Uta and Usopp there, but only a few packs left. We did get another SR. I think Adios is also one of the regional offline regional promo cards that were in the packs that you can get. Also, I do recall a few people ripping that. You'll have to let me know if some of the promotional card is what you like. We did get a secret Luffy. Nice. So this is technically 2 hits there. This is a secret Luffy. Too bad it's not EBO 2 because that Luffy is way more expensive and way more usable. We do use this in the Peanut Butter Luffy deck, so great card also. Rush and draw. We did get another Nico Robin. All right, I guess this is the last pack. If we could get another SR, we did way better with a half booster box than anything else. But even if we don't, these are actually really good rips, even though we probably don't really need them. Burgess, another great card that everyone was after for that Blackbeard deck. But those were the regional hits. They got a secret Luffy, we got Prona, a couple SRs, and then some promotional cards there. But that is the undefeated deck profile, the Montreal Special from our friend Dentist, One Piece friend there, JohkuDMD Kazuku cards. Make sure you check him out. I'll link his original video where he talks about this deck profile, and you'll be able to see that winner Nami also. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and be safe.
Big shout out to Tuck MK27 Hobbies. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go subscribe to his channel. I had a great weekend hanging out with him. Much respect. Canada was awesome. I love Montreal. I'll be in Toronto, and I'll see you all next time.
Yeah, Joe Beefs, it's Joe Beef. Lots of